Last time on the Vlogcast.
Filming you. What's going on? What are we filming for?
Filming you because you're the best out here, man.
Here's the thing. I probably should have said I'm from What If It's Cool and got him to say something on camera. But here's the thing. I get easily starstruck and I stuffed up. Sometimes the nerves get best of me, you know. I should have asked him to be on the show. I should have, said more. But that was a year ago. And now, yeah, he is my guest this week. Hello and welcome to another episode of What If It's Cool, the show where we talk about anything and everything that's cool in the world today. I am Loose Change, known as Daniel Pro, and on this episode, I have a sit-down interview with Adam Brooks. We talk about his recent tour of the USA, his tour with the National Wrestling Alliance, what's going on with him and Conflict Axiom, and what he finds cool, because that's going to be surprising. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm just Adam from Dingley with Adam Brooks. Adam, thank you so much for being part of What If It's Cool. I know you are very, very busy, and that's why we had to lock in this date, because you're a very busy man, and you're very sought after. But thank you for being a part of What If It's Cool.
No, dude, thanks for reaching out. I'm glad to be here. Let's chat some wrestling, dude.
Yeah, man. You've just come back from the States. How was it? What did you learn, and why would this potentially be your last run in the USA?
I spent about 8 months there, and I tried to explain the situation as best as I could. But yeah, I was signed to ROH at the start of 2020. Obviously, the world went nuts, dude, and that opportunity didn't pan out how I hoped. But they got me this work visa. But I wasn't able to use the work visa because of everything that went down with ROH, and then they fired everyone, and then obviously Tony Khan bought it and all this stuff. So legally, I wasn't employed by them. So I could not use the visa that they got me. So I went through all these loopholes and all this stuff, and eventually I was able to get another sponsor to take over that visa. I was then able to use that visa legally, no issues, all of that stuff. But there was only like 8 months or so left on it. So I went there, took advantage of the amount of time left on that visa, and then, I had to come back here. And, I've done America numerous times. I've wrestled all over America. I know where I want to be in regards to American companies. And it got to a point for me where it's like, okay, I don't think I need to be in America to get to where I want to be. I've got the contacts. I've been in contact with certain people at the companies or company that I want to be at, in America. And so, man, I'm just going to just keep doing my thing and keep communicating with certain individuals, and we'll just sort of just see what happens, dude, but I've been wrestling for 13 years. I've been traveling the world for about 10, of those years. And I've missed so much family related stuff, birthdays, Mother's Days, Christmas, Father's Days. I've missed a lot of that stuff, dude. So it's kind of the point now where it's like, okay, I really want to be at home a little bit more now.
Yeah.
So man, we'll kind of just see what happens. But unless someone gets me like another US work visa, dude, I got no plans to go back there. Been there, done that.
Fair enough. And it's a good thing to hear that you want to take time out to be with and do family things, because like how many people in the industry these days are just like, it's my career, I've got to go do this, and they forget that. And I'm so happy to hear that you're doing that, and very proud of you for taking a step, my friend. Very, very proud of you.
Yeah, and that's been the mindset for so long. It's like wrestling. And I think the past 2 years of shit that everyone went through, it really opened my eyes to other things. I have like a little 1-year-old nephew now who's awesome. I don't ever plan on having my own, so I treat him like he's mine, like
Right.
I can hang out with him, and then when he gives me the I can just hand him back here. you know, dude.
Oh no,
So,
I'm well aware of it, man.
Yeah, but like it's been cool. I was busting my ass in America. I came back here. I hit it hard here for like a month doing the NWA tour and all that stuff. And then I decided to have the whole of May off, which was very, very nice. Just step back for a bit, recharge my brain, and, let my body heal up a little bit, because I've been dealing with a few little niggles that needed attending to. So, dude, it's been sick. Month off, just hanging out, family, recharging the brain. And then, I was back in the ring last night for MCW, and, felt good to be back in the ring,
Yeah. Well, when you go for that long, I reckon that'll be a fantastic feeling going back in the ring.
Yeah, man. So, it was good. And you get these little, I mean, I don't know if everyone does, but I do. But it's like, if I'm out of the ring for a certain amount of time, I get anxious that like, oh, like, am I going to remember how to do this, But then, dude, you get back in the ring and you feel so confident. Like, I'm at a point now where I've never felt so confident in the ring, which is cool. It feels good. I still get super, super nervous, but then when I'm out there and I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing, man.
It's funny that you say that, because you were one of the very first people I ever saw. My second ever local wrestling event was a PCW. I can't remember which one it was. It was because I was looking at the database, and I realized that you were on the second one I've ever been, because I remember the two things that involved Mr. Big, and you were on that show, and I remember seeing you first time, and you captured my eye very quickly, and you were that confident. I couldn't, and that was like what this is back in 2010. It would have been
wow.
in your one of your first 10 matches, I think.
Most likely, yeah. I debuted in February 2010, so I wouldn't have had a lot of matches under my belt when you saw me. Yeah,
because you were versing Jack Latin with old buddy Matthews, and
yeah.
I can't remember who your tag partner was.
Jay Webster.
That's it. That's right. Yeah. But it's funny that you're saying you're more confident, because I don't think I've ever not seen you confident in the ring ever.
I guess that's a positive that you that you can watch me and go, oh, that guy seems to know what he's doing. But I don't know. I think you get to a certain point where just for me, you're just like, yeah, we'll go out there. Yeah, let's do this. That's all good, man. Chill out. Because I don't know. I think I work with a lot of newer and younger fellas at the moment, and these kids have probably grown up and they've watched me, and they're probably a little nervous or intimidated to get into the ring with me, who's been doing it for a while. They view me a certain way.
Yeah.
And I was the same when I first came in. I'd look at guys like Matt Silver and Crackerjack and be like, whoa, But I just try to make these young dudes feel calm and chill to get in there and work with me. And then when I'm out there, I'm just like, yeah, let's just chill out. We'll do this. Yeah, we're doing this. Yeah, man. Yeah, no. Get your boot up. We're going there. It's weird. Like, I catch myself saying stuff out there, oh, yeah, bro, let's do this. No, get your boot up, dude. Yeah, we'll do this. It just feels very calm and chilled out there. If something small goes wrong, I don't freak out about it. I'm just like, yeah, well, that's up. Let's just go do this.
Well, it's all about having fun at the end of the day, and I dare I say that, and I'm not saying this because of to kiss your ass, and I this is just my situation, because I've seen Adam for a very, very long time. Adam is the only person I've ever seen live who I've never seen have a bad match ever.
Well, I do. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And again, that's not me kissing your ass on that. That's 100% fact. I've never seen you have a bad match ever.
Thank you. Like I honestly, I take pride in that. Like every single, no matter where I show up, whether it's like a big, a PWG or, you know, a smaller type of like an APW, you know, I love that place. But every time I rock up anywhere, I want people to leave and go, man, that guy's good. He knows what he's doing. He killed it. He looks awesome. And, you know, so.
Yeah.
I think that's just the mindset that you kind of got to have. And obviously the way I was brought in and who helped bring me in, it's all kind of come together, man.
Well, every time I try to look up something about you, it always says that Buddy Matthews actually trained you. Is that 100% true that he was the one who brought you into it and actually taught you?
So there was a few other guys that I started with early on. Kris being one of them. And then I was training at PCW, and then Matt came into PCW one week just to, you know, roll around and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I can train with this guy who he was getting booked all over the country. He was working all of the big main shows here in Melbourne. Or I could go and train with these other people. And I was kind of like, well, I want to do this guy's path. I want to be booked all over the country. I want to be working all the top promotions around the country. So I just went and trained with him. And he sort of, I guess he saw something in me, saw that I was eager and keen to learn. And he kind of just took me under his wing, dude. And we got like close. I legit look at him like a big brother. Like he's that caring, sometimes annoying, just big brother.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah.
No, he's a absolute nice guy. I know he portrays this, you know, tough exterior, but he's a softie at heart.
I didn't say that.
If he ever watches this, he's probably going to kick my ass anyway. But it doesn't matter. At least, like I said, I got my ass kicked by Buddy Murphy. Buddy Matthews. Now I can't say Murphy anymore. WWE's not going to sue me for saying that, right?
I don't think they'll care, bro.
Now I want to talk about something. It is a little bit dark because obviously this COVID really a lot of people up, and You were no exception. Now, obviously, the Ring of Honor deal, you know, fell through, and we all live in Melbourne here. Talk me through it, because I know we had so many lockdowns. There were times where you were able to leave and you were able to wrestle in other states. Was it that hard for you to leave, or is it just went, I've got to make money and I've got to go straight? I've got to go to these territories.
It wasn't hard for me to leave. It wasn't hard for me to leave because I was just so frustrated with how things were being ran here in Melbourne. Now, I don't want to get all political because I'll rant and I might get in trouble.
Yeah. we're not here to do that.
You know, but like, I was just like, I can't do this. So I moved to Adelaide. Because Adelaide, you know, you could still go to the gym. They were able to still train to wrestle. And then I think they were running shows again relatively quickly.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And I I don't think the whole lockdown thing is good for yourself mentally. You know, like, and I'm one of these people that has gone through some negative mental issues, depression, all of that stuff before. So I've learned, okay, if I'm in a situation that's going to mess with my head, it's like, bro, I got to get out of here. I've got to go and do what makes me happy, go and do what's going to be best for my mental health. You know, and even though I had to leave my family and stuff, you know, I'm used to it. I've been wrestling around the world for years, you know, so it is what it is. It's only Adelaide. It's not like it's another country, you know.
No.
So yeah, man, I packed up and I went there, and I was in Adelaide for maybe a year or so, year and a half.
Yeah, I think it was a year and a half because I remember it was like just before the big lockdown we had back in what was that August, I think, or no, July. And I remember you're sending a post on your Facebook and saying you're going to go to Adelaide, and I'm like, okay, well, no, like it's best for him because they've got a lot less cases. Shows are still going on, just not to the same degree to what they are now. Good on him. But it was just more because, like, you know, from what we've been talking to off camera, you know, you are a family man to a degree, and you know, for me, I don't know if I could leave my family, but at the same time, for my mental health, I agree with you. If it's going to be in that situation, I had to find a way to get out of it. So, yeah, it's good. It's good to hear that you're putting your mental health at first in this one.
Exactly, man. Yeah, and like, you know, I tried to stay here as long as I could. I really did. And then we had like that little point where it was like, oh yeah, the gyms are open, and then the gyms were open for like 2 weeks or something.
Yep.
And then they closed down again. So I was like, I can't do it. Stuff this. And then yeah.
Oh,
But like, as negative as the pandemic was, you know, especially for me with certain opportunities falling through and stuff, I try to look at stuff as positive as I can. You know, the ROH thing, it was out of my control. It's not like I got to compete for them and they go, oh, this guy sucks, and then they got rid of me. Like, I didn't even get the chance to show them what I could do. So moving to Adelaide, you know, I had a sweet little apartment by the beach. You know, I got to go to the gym. I got to wrestle. I was with my partner, my girlfriend at the time. You know, like, so moving to Adelaide was a positive. You know, obviously, again, mental health was sweet. You know, it is what it is, dude.
I hate you that you got a apartment near the beach.
Dude, we were so lucky. We were so lucky to get that. It was, dude, had a balcony. It was awesome. We'd sit out there, sitting out on the balcony, smoking, drinking. Like, it was so nice, man. Yeah.
Living the dream, son.
Yeah.
Living the dream. Hell, that would have been awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my god, I'm so jealous of you right now. Moving forward, because like what I found during the pandemic for your career, I took more notice of you during that time because obviously I had a lot more downtime, and What If It's Cool was still in its infant stages as well. You know, I saw a lot of your stuff on YouTube, and then all of a sudden you just started blowing up, and I think it's because of, you know, the Adelaide scene, and then just the moment we started reopening, your name was everywhere. I go to BCW, you're on the card. If I go to MCW, you're on the card. You know, how are you dealing with that kind of success so far? You're enjoying it? Are you not finding it difficult to you know, to do just regular things, or what's going on there?
Love it.
Love it.
I'm you know, I'm Adam. I love wrestling. I love getting the chance to wrestle as much as I can, make some money, hang out with my friends. You know, I'm extremely grateful that I'm lucky enough to get to travel and just live this life and get to have these experiences. You know, like I went to an engagement party a couple of weeks ago, and there was people that I hadn't seen there since like high school and stuff, you know.
Right.
And like, dude, people are, you know, there's friends of mine, they're married now, they've got kids, you know, they're doing that lifestyle, which is completely fine. If that's what you want to do with your life, man, that's sweet. Me, I've taken this completely different life path because, dude, we've got one life. Let's try to kill it, make the best of it. I think you should fill your life with stories and experiences. And I'm at this engagement party, and people are just like, "Oh man, where you been? Oh, you've been to America. Oh wow, you went to Italy. What? Why'd you go to Italy? What? Oh, you were in Scotland." Like, I just had all these stories, you know, and you know, it's cool. I'm super grateful that I, you know, and at first the whole ROH thing was, you know, it was, you know, it sucked. But then you just kind of think a bit positively and be like, hey, you know, I achieved that goal of getting signed. I can say that I got signed, you know. And I'm always getting very flattering comments from a lot of people within the industry that are like, man, you should be here, or you should be on this TV, or, you know, whatever. I just go, oh yeah, cool, thanks. But it is flattering that people view me that certain way and feel that I should be performing on certain stages. But again, man, I don't care about fame. I don't care about being a millionaire and all this. I'm Adam from Dingley. I love wrestling. And if I get to wrestle as much as I can, and I get to work with some young dudes and they get to learn from me and I can help them get better and help them achieve their stuff, man, like, that's all that matters, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, lately, and I was actually talking to the boys about this last night, lately, I've been working with a lot of these younger dudes, and a lot of them, they're so appreciative to work with me, and it just throws me off. It's like, oh, thank you so much for going out there and, working hard to help elevate me, like, it's very rewarding that these young kids show such respect, but it throws me off because, again, like, I'm just Adam that likes wrestling, dude.
What if it's really humbling to hear you say that, and I love that it's not gone to your head and that you want to build up talent, because there's a lot of people in the industry, not naming names, that just want the spotlight for all of them, and I'm glad you're not one of them. I'm glad that you're just a regular bloke from Dingley. I'm from Mulgrave, but I've got to drop it. Mulgrove's is where I'm from. So, and we're not that far, but Mulgrove's better.
That's all right, bro, dude. Southeast Territory. That's man.
What
we, I'm sick of driving to some of these shows that are, out there and stuff, and I always say to them, hey, we need some more stuff down in the Southeast Territory, fellas.
MXW is a company that I really love, and I can't go to any of their shows because they're in, last night they're at Mildura, before they're at Bendigo. I can't go to those shows. Like, it's like 5 to 6 hour trips. I can't do that.
Yeah, it is a hike. Yeah, I've wrestled in Mildura. Yeah, it's far. But I mean, again, dude, when I first started, I was driving to Adelaide like once a month just for experience. I wasn't getting paid or anything at the time, But
wow.
Yeah.
Adelaide, that's a day and a half, isn't it? The drive up there?
Nah, it's 8 hours.
Is it really? What am I thinking? Oh, I'm thinking of WA, maybe.
WA would be a couple of days.
Yeah. Can you tell I didn't pass geography in high school?
It's okay, me either, man. I was talking geography last night with Rocky Monero, and he said the same comment to me.
Well, I want to ask, because you've done something that I didn't expect you to do, but they were here for a month with the Smashing Pumpkins. You did some shows with the NWA. How did that come about? And hell, bravo for you for achieving something that a lot of people may not be able to do, because that's amazing.
Yeah, pretty much, man. I just got hit up by one of the promoters that were helping organize it on the Australian side of things. He was like, hey, are you going to be back in the country for this? Are you available for these dates? I said, I'll do all the dates that aren't during the week, because I just got back from America and I wanted to try to spend some time with my family during the week,
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. So yeah, man, like, that was honestly one of my favorite experiences of my career. Just what an amazing crew of people. Like, just, Thrillbilly Silas Mason, a tremendous brother. Alex Taylor, tremendous brother. Kerry Morton, tremendous brother. Like, Joe Galley, Carl Davis, just Billy Corgan, just such an awesome crew. Dude, I would sign with the NWA in a heartbeat. And I don't need millions. Obviously, NWA isn't WWE, and they're not going to be giving you millions and all that stuff. But, dude, if I could sign a deal with them just to go hang out with those wicked awesome brothers, man, dude, I'd be sweet. Like, tremendous crew.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were about to say, oh well, Billy saw something in me, and we're in talks. Damn, I was hoping that was what you were gonna say.
Well, the talks with Billy were very positive.
Okay.
You know, and you know, there were comments like, "Oh, if you're ever overseas, let me know. We'll definitely use you." And I was like, "Dude, I was just there. Check the emails, fellas." But hey, dude, it is what it is. But it was very rewarding, just to be around such cool people, and go party with Kerry Morton till 4 a.m. and stuff. They're down the Gold Coast, like, yeah, it was awesome, man.
Man, that's it. That just sounds like a wild ride.
He is like my long lost brother. Like that.
Really?
That kid. I don't know. That kid brings something out of me. Like,
Well, what is it about Kerry that brings this on? Because you're not the first one to say that in interviews that he's like that. But what is it about it? Because like I'm a fan of his, but obviously I don't know him personally. What is it about that? About him?
dude, I honestly don't know. Like, I'm not like I wouldn't say like I'm a big dancer. I don't dance a lot, but for some reason, me and Kerry Morton were dancing everywhere we went, and just it's just something about that kid. Just a great person. And just I loved working with him. He's so good.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to get Kerry on here and discuss him. And
You should.
yeah,
You should. He'd
Well,
have some good stories.
oh, Gary, if you're listening / watching, we'll be in talk. We'll be chatting soon.
Yeah, dude.
Now it brings me up to the reason why I had you on the show. Now you were at the recent Adrenaline Pro Wrestling's Battle to Survive, where you faced my boys, Conflict Axiom, and you confronted Kris Law. Before we, talk about what actually happened, what is the actual history between you and Kris?
Yeah. So when I started training when I was about 15 years old at PCW, and I was doing a few classes. I think I might have started with like a couple with Pitbull, Craig Cole, and then I found out that Kris was doing a few classes here and there. So I went to one of his classes, and just he was a nice guy. I enjoyed the way he took training and the way he explained stuff. And he just had a certain way of doing things. And he was he's this 15-year-old kid that just wants to jump off the top rope and I saw Jeff Hardy do a swanton. I really want to try to do a swanton,
Yeah.
And he was the first guy to let me jump off the top rope at training,
Okay.
So yeah, and then we've always kind of just had a respect for each other, and I've always respected him, and I always wanted to work with him, but our paths just never really crossed. And then we finally got the chance to work with each other at what was it? Was it Legacy or something? I think the show was called Legacy.
Their Legacy.
I think. Yeah, and I was, we were out there and we were competing, and then one of his boys had to get involved, and potentially cost me the championship. So I kind of need that redemption. I need to get that rematch with Kris, and I need to get that open weight championship. So, like what happened at the last show, I feel I should have gotten a rematch straight away. That's fine. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to be a fighting champ. He wants to make me jump through all these hoops. All right, cool. Let me jump through your hoops. Let me jump through your boys. Let me see what these young kids that you've got under your wing are all about. Let's see if, they're at the level of Adam Brooks, or if they ever potentially could be at the level of an Adam Brooks. Let me beat all that. I'll beat all those flogs. Then I plan on beating Kris Law for that open weight championship, dude.
Well, you first got Nate Nitro, and Nate is a bit of a character, and he is a very, very amazingly talented young man. What is going to be your strategy when you take him on?
I think at first we'll kind of just see what he's all about. let's see what he can bring to the table, and then I'll be able to judge and go from there. All right, how are we going to deal with this fella? You know, I don't want to go too in depth right now because, you know, I'm really one of these people that sort of just goes out there, goes with the flow. Let's see what this person's going to bring, and then when we're out there, we can sort of go, all right, let's see if he can do this, or let's see if he can do that.
Yeah.
Let's see if he knows if this is coming. And bro, I got all these directions I can go to take out this vlog. It's all good.
Are you going to need backup? Because obviously, you know, James Marshall. Yeah, because we have that dickhead James Marshall who always gets in the way of things. By the way, use the hashtag James Marshall OnlyFans. Let's make it happen. You know, he's cost you the title once. What's gonna stop him from doing it again?
So from what I saw of James Marshall at the Rumble at the last APW show, if he's going to be back up for Nate Nitro, I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, if you can't look after yourself against a referee, well, that says a lot about you.
Yeah, so, dude, I'm pretty confident that I'll be okay. But, hey, I've been doing this long enough. You know, I'm not going into this, you know, lightly. But let's go with the flow and let's see what this kid brings.
All right, good to hear. Now we've come to the staple question here. What is cool? What is something that you find cool that nobody else does?
Yes. So, you mentioned this earlier.
Yes.
And at first I had to think about it, but then the perfect thing came to mind.
Oh, God, now I'm nervous.
I think these are the coolest things ever. But for some reason, these usually get a bit of heat with the females. And I don't know why.
What?
Females don't seem to like these, but I love them.
All right, what is...
But they are my grass thongs.
What the hell? Those are amazing.
Yes, they have synthetic grass on them, and dude, they're the best.
I'm shocked. Where did those come from? I got to get a pair of those.
I found these at Surf, Dive, and Ski in Adelaide.
Wow.
I had a big night the night before, let's just say that.
Yeah.
And I left my other thongs at someone's house, and I didn't want to go back there to get them.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've lost my thongs. And then I went to Surf, Dive, and Ski that morning, and then boom, 2 for $30. You can get a pair of grass thongs. Yeah.
Why would the girls think that that's not cool? That is the coolest pair of thongs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know, but for some reason there's a lot of girls that I've been around. Well, like within the wrestling industry, you know, just friends and stuff. And every time I have my grass thongs on, they're always like, they're hideous. Well, dude, what are you talking about? These are the best. You know. When the NWA crew were here, we went to at least 4 different surf, dive, and skis around the country to try to find a pair for Silas Mason.
Yeah.
But because that flog is massive and he was like a size 16 or something, it was hard to find a size 16 of grass thongs. So, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
he thought he was cool getting around in his Crocs, mate. Then I rolled up with these grass thongs, and he was like, "Oh my God, they're amazing." I said, "Yeah, I know, they're the best."
Man, I was when we were talking off camera, I was like, I think he's going to bring out a pair of Jordans or something.
No.
And I'm like, please don't be like Cast Stone.
Grass thongs, bro.
Oh, grass thongs. I've got to search for him. I've definitely that's probably I'm gonna say it's in the top 5 the coolest things that we've talked about on What If It's Cool. That's for sure. I couldn't put it I couldn't get the top 3. It's in the top 5 because it'll be fluctuating a lot. But that's definitely awesome. Actually, one thing I wanted to ask is, and this is gonna make or break our friendship on this one. Who do you go for in the AFL?
So, I don't get the chance to watch AFL as much as I would like. I've been busy doing the wrestling stuff, but recently I watched my team play, and I was like, man, like I'd like to be able to get back into this a bit and try watch them. So I actually got to go to a game with the NWA crew. We took them to a game and stuff. But yeah, I'm a Richmond supporter, man.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Oh well. I mean, he didn't say Collingwood, so that's all right.
No. I'm not Collingwood, bro.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, I got all my teeth. Can't you see?
No, look, we're in the same family, but in the cat family. But you know, I'm a Geelong supporter. But you know, I believe blue, white, and grey. So
that's cool, man. Geelong are good. They're a good team.
Yeah, it's we're not doing too well at the moment.
Well, either Richmond, but
yeah, but you're not the reigning premiers, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not a. Yeah, let's not talk about that. Adam, where can we find you on all your socials?
Yeah, dude. Instagram, Twitter, the Adam Brooksy. I got a Facebook page. I think that's like /Brooksy brand. I don't know. Just search Adam Brooks, dude.
Yeah, I'll
man,
put it all there.
Pro wrestling tees, and I've got a big cartel store. It's all on my little link tree thingy on my pages. That link tree thing's real handy, man. I had no idea about that. A friend actually was like, "Oh, you should do the link tree thing," and I was like, "What is that?" And then they did it for me. So.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
I had the same when I think it was in the first 6 months of whatever school. What someone said to me, because like I in the description of every post I list every single fucking thing. So wherever you can find the podcast, and so why don't you put a link tree? I went, what the fuck is that? And then they showed me. Thank you. Because literally typing that shit out all the time was a friggin' nightmare.
It's a handy thing. I think it's really smart.
All right. Well, Adam. Okay. Do apologize, guys. I'm getting something from Harrison Canero.
I've got the power. Nah, personally, I like Limp Bizkit a little more. But Daniel, thank you for having me on the show, man. I really do appreciate it. Even if I'm just calling in. But I got a few things I want to get off my chest.
Okay.
At the Dragonfly restaurant in Tullamarine, it was yourself and Robbie Eagles in a match to move on to the semi-finals to crown a first ever pair of MCW's tag team champions. And you guys won that match. And after that match, I was front row. You put your wrist tape around my hand and you said, "There you go, brother." And since then, you've been my favorite wrestler. Flash forward a few years, what happened? You left. You left the country to go to America. And good on you, bro. I guess we all got to do it. But you left at a bad time. Because this is a time where there's so much up-and-coming talent going through the ranks. And we want to beat you. People like Kid Valiant, people like Ace Shack, Luke Resner. Where were you? You didn't give them a chance. You left. I'll be honest, Adam, that disappointed me, bro. And I think you knew you disappointed a lot of people when you came back to MCW. I was in the crowd that night, man, and I saw you ask Rocky Monero if your spot on the roster back. But you got to earn it. Just like you got to earn your spot to hang with us kids, bro. We're done waiting. We're done being put aside. Show up. Fight the younger generation. Show me that you're the Adam Brooks that I looked up to since I was 13 years old. Show me that you're the Adam Brooks who made me want to get into this business in the first place. Because I'm waiting, lad. I'm waiting at the top of the mountain. And guess what? I want to see you go through all these young kids. I want to see you pull through. I want to see Adam Brooks reign supreme again. Because when you do beat these young kids, I ain't ready yet, but I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be waiting to take your spot at the top of the mountain in Australian professional wrestling. I don't need to roll around in light tubes. I don't need to throw myself in the barbed wire and fire to prove a point. Nah, I want to do that by beating you. I'm waiting, Adam. This ain't the 13-year-old kid who asks you for autograph and buy your t-shirts. Nah, it's the red flag Harrison Quiro. It's been a long time coming. 10 years. And I'm waiting, man. Show me that you're still the best. Show me that you're the Adam Brooks that I looked up to. Because that's the Adam Brooks that I want to face.
Strong words from the red flag there.
I didn't really hear him correctly. So he's annoyed that I left to take advantage of certain opportunities. So he's saying he's annoyed that I left a lot of these young kids here. Is that what he said?
That's what he's saying.
But I'm not going to do the generic wrestling promo. Like, I don't need to do that. But that doesn't make any sense. I leave. Doesn't that give these young kids a chance to step up and take my place? Why am I coming back and I'm still at the top? You know, I come back and I'm still fighting against guys like Slex and Robbie Eagles and people like that. Why haven't these kids taken advantage of me being gone? Robbie Eagles going away. Dude, even Slexy going away at the time. Us guys leave and go take advantage of opportunities. Shouldn't these young dudes be stepping up and trying to take our place?
Exactly.
That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Why do I got to stay here to help these young kids? You know, when Matt left and he went to WWE, who stepped up? I stepped up. You know, when Jonah and Sexton and people like that leave to go to like WWE and stuff, who steps up? I step up. Harrison needs to sort of view things like that. You know, when I was a young kid, you know, Crackerjack was at the top. All right, cool. I am going to be at the top. I'm going to knock Crackerjack down. I don't care if he stays or goes or what, but he's at the top. I want to be at the top. I'm going to work my way to the top, and I'm going to be better than him. And I am better than him now. I'm at a completely different level to someone like him. So, hey, as I've been saying majority of this interview, I enjoy working these young kids. I enjoy seeing what they're all about, what they bring to the table. You know, when I step into the ring with them, can I walk away from that match going, yeah, that kid, one day he'll be at my level, or man, he's almost there, you know, like, yeah, dude, I'm just going with the flow and taking advantage of opportunities, man. And as far as Harrison is concerned, dude, I'll wrestle you whenever, you know, I'm in the country at the moment. I'm hanging out, you know, I'm always posting when my dates are free, when I've got free dates available, you know. But bless him. I do like Harrison. He, you know, I can respect a young kid wanting to get an opportunity to get in the ring with someone like myself and try to make a name for themselves off of me. You know, dude, that's cool. I've been there. I've done that. I get it. It's all good.
All right. Well,
I don't want to cuss him out or anything, because I don't feel there's any need to cuss him out or anything like that. You know, it's just, let's think with our noggins and think some sense, dude. You know, I'm
just lost for words because I didn't expect him to do that. I don't know how he knew that we were meeting today. I honestly have no idea. And this is
bless him. It's all good.
Oh boy. Oh, Adam, thank you so much for being part of What If It's Cool.
Dude, thanks for reaching out, man.
That's all right. It only took a year because if you guys watched the vlogcast when I got to firstly see, it was my second ever Adrenaline Pro Wrestling show. You kept looking on camera and said, what are we doing, brother? And I just said, just here to see you. Really, I should have said, can you be on What If It's Cool? Because I finally got him on the show. The show.
There we go. Well, hey, dude, whenever you want to chat more wrestling, dude, reach out and we'll get something going again. I'm always happy to chat wrestling with some good brothers.
Anytime, my friend. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, dude.
And that's the end of that episode. Want to be featured on What If It's Cool? Or know someone who has an interesting story that needs to be told? Reach out to me. I can be reached on whatifitscoolbusiness@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. Want more for What If It's Cool? Make sure to check out the YouTube channel where you can find the latest episodes of Mukbang Around, Reaction, and of course the podcast. And don't forget to follow What If It's Cool on all socials. It can be found at What If It's Cool. Keep that sport coming. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.